Right, in this video we're going to talk about how to create a very simple animated GIF. And the process is going to be as follows. Step 1, we're going to create our assets within Illustrator. Each asset to be animated needs to be on a separate layer, not a sub-layer. Once we've done that, we save it as an AI file, that's fine. And then step 2, we're going to export our assets from Illustrator as a Photoshop file. Open this up in Photoshop, and we should see then in Photoshop every layer from Illustrator will appear as a layer in Photoshop, although they may be within a group folder, but basically every layer from Photoshop comes from a layer in Illustrator. And once we've done that, we create the animation within Photoshop, and we do that in the third step. We use the timeline panel, window timeline, and we create a frame-based animation, So I'll do something very straightforward. I'll just do some text, and let's make it nice and big. And I'll just do my name. There you go. Still a text object. Don't need to convert it to anything. Oh, can't spell my name. There we go. Now at the moment we're all on one layer. So in the layers panel, remember if you can't see any panel, just go to the window menu at the top and go to the alphabetical list and layers in this particular case. And I need 4 layers for 4 letters, and I've got 1. So the big plus, bottom right hand corner, click, click, click. And all I do is expand, everything's on layer 1. I'll leave A where it is, and then I'll put the L on layer 2. Just drag and drop on layer 3, on layer 4. Expand all the layers, and we will rename the layers. It'll be a bit difficult if you don't, because then you'll never remember what's on what layer. And if you got more than, if you got one letter more than twice, then you can just change it, like call it 2x or 2e or something. But here we go. Here's our structure, and I'll do a quick save. This is an Illustrator file, all nicely organized. The order of the layers doesn't matter so much, but as you can see, I'm going from bottom to top, but they're all side by side, so the arrangement doesn't matter. So we go to the File menu next, go to File, Export, Export As. Click on that, and then we're going to save it to the desktop just to find it. But at the bottom, the format, if I click on it, and I want Photoshop PSD. There we go. And we export. And the color model is RGB. This is digital, that's fine. But we need to make sure we write layers, preserve text editability and maximum editability. And I'll increase the resolution to high, although I'm not too fussed. Remember, this will be an animated GIF. An animated GIF doesn't allow a high resolution, and it only allows 256 colors. So I haven't bothered with colors here. And we do OK. That's it. And then we hide everything. And here is my PSD. And I just double click on it. It's a PSD. That's all I need to do. And here we go. And on the right hand side, let's close the properties for the moment. Here are my layers, and you can see every layer has come in a group or a folder. ALEX, and again the order is sort of bottom to top, but that doesn't matter, they're not overlapping. Do notice, by the way, I've got a transparent structure here. You can see the grid. And if you're white but not a grid, what I've done is, if you go to Photoshop Settings and Transparency and Gamut, I generally have the grid size set to none. So it's white, you see, but you can't tell if it's transparent. So I've left it as small in this. Well, actually, no, small's a bit too small. I'll leave it at medium and do OK, just so you can tell it's transparent. And I want a background color because the grid I find annoying. So at the bottom of the Layers panel, you click on the what I call the yin yang button. It's half black, half white circle, fourth from the left. Click on that. and choose solid color, and you can choose any color you like. Do OK and drag it, and in fact let's make this a bit wider so we can see everything. Drag this below everything, you see, and so underneath we have a color layer, and I can double click on the color little panel here and change it to whatever I want, and I'll do a quick save. We are now ready to animate. Now this is very simple animation. Normally I would do the same thing but bring it into After Effects, but here we're going to do a very simple animation, and to do that we go to the window menu and at the bottom timeline. There you go. And what I'll do is I'll drag it off, make it free floating, putting it at the top, make it a bit easier to see. And make sure in the middle there's a button. Click on the little drop down menu on the right there. Make sure you choose frame animation and click on the button that says create frame animation. And here you go. And here we have a frame. And I'm not going to do anything complicated, so I'm going to do plus, plus, plus. So this plus here you can see adds another frame. And I click on frame 1 and I will go to my layers and hide all the layers except for the first letter. So the way it works is a frame reflects the visibility and properties of the layer. So in this one I'll hide everything except the second letter, which is L. It's a bit difficult to tell. Oh, and I want the background as well. It's a bit difficult to tell here. The frame thumbnails are a bit small. And click on 3. And again, I'll hide the letter, except I'll show 3. And the background. Oh, that one. So my background layer seems to be indented under the letter. So let's leave it like that. There you go. And let's go to number 4. And again, just show the last letter and the background. I'll do a quick save. And to play the animation, let's make this, I don't need it so wide. To play the animation, you just come here in the bottom left-hand corner of the timeline panel and click on play. And voila. Now, it's a bit fast. If you noticed, let's do a stop there. If you notice below every thumbnail, there's a number. This is the number of seconds that the frame stays up until it goes to the second frame. So I will choose 1 for each one. And then if I click on play, you can see it's slower. And again, I'll go to number 3 and I'll set that to say 5 seconds. And you can see now it pauses. And then, oh, I haven't clicked on play. Let's click on play. So it's pausing. We're on frame 3. And there we go. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Let's stop that and save. We've got our animation. Now we need to make it, we need to export as an animator GIF. And the best way to do that, File, don't do Save As, File, Export, Save for Web, Legacy. Click on that. I'll go to Optimized here, I only want one, and Preset in the top right hand corner to GIF. Any GIF will do, because I will change the colors to 256. That's the maximum. The others we'll leave alone. And if you can tell in the bottom right hand corner, we have the play button. So I'll click on that. And so the animation should work. So I still know what I'm doing. And if I do Command or Control minus, I can zoom out, you see. So the animation is working. If you do it any other way and you're saving as a GIF, you won't see the play controls. So you're only creating a static GIF. So I'll do a save. And I will dump this on the desktop. Thank you very much. Hide everything. And there's my GIF. Oh, didn't want that. There you go. Now, on a Mac, I can just press the space key and it will animate. Don't double click on it, but if I want to play it, then what I can do is bring up my browser window. Any browser will do this, and I can drag and drop into the browser, and there is my animation. And that's how you create a very simple animated GIF.